Abbas is a wonderfully charismatic man himself, and he explores within the people that he's working with the finer nuances of a character. And so what we have in Cosi are these 6 completely different people, and he wants to deal with them as people and not as any kind of caricatured people. He wants to get to the heart of their humanity, really, I think.
I think that the women really rule this opera in a lot of ways. We're being manipulated, of course, but ultimately it's their reaction is down to us. Would you agree, Susan?
Absolutely, as do many of the women in Mozart's operas. They're the controllers.
I think the differences in personality between Guglielmo and Ferrando match their irrespective lovers. Dorabella and Guglielmo are both very physical people, and both their arias and duets together reflect that. Likewise, Ferrando and Fiordiligi are more cerebral and more poetic type people, and likewise their arias and duets reflect that.
Yes, and they're also showier, because Mozart in this piece does slightly send up the extravagance of opera, when the lady doth protest too much in Come Scoglio. He does slightly send up that wonderful extravagance there. So they were playing a dangerous game here.
When he talks about the innocence of it, in a way, the innocence is the development of each character. That yes, the story has twists and turns, and that the manipulation of the 4 young people is not innocent necessarily. But they step into this story, and I think that's where Abbas is so good, is that he wants to tell the story, the simple story, on a very clean and clear level. But within that story, we see the development from a naivety and an innocence in these young people into something which is more complicated. Yes. But innocence is absolutely key to I think, his ideas about Cosi.
It's such a lot of fun, so well written for the voice, that actually the whole momentum of the piece, and with, you're playing with everyone else on stage, you never once think, oh my God, I've got to sing this. The fear of the vocal acrobatics that Mozart has provided the soprano. Actually, there's no fear, because you haven't got time to think about that. You've just got to get on and do it.
Abbas has a real sense of beauty, and he finds beauty in very simple things, in flowers, in the movement of flowers in the wind, in the film that he's made of this Mediterranean seascape that we see almost throughout the whole piece. But we also see a film of an orchestra, and we see the film of a modern-day cafe. And having that constantly there, it's reality, but actually it's a film. So there's this sort of 2 things going on at the same time, that we're seeing something amazingly vibrant and real, but actually it's a film.
We're incredibly blessed by having this wonderful young German conductor who believes that any ornamentation you put in is not like kind of added and stuck on from the top. It actually it comes from the drama, from the inspiration of the moment.
Love is strange. Love is fickle. Love needs to be worked on and needs to be honest.
And a choice.
Right. Yeah.
Hence the subtitle, School for Love.
Yeah.
We're all still learning, I guess.
Yeah, so we let the audience decide, and they can philosophize about it over pints after the show. And we'd be happy to join them.
Yeah, absolutely.